Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Series 12 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is designed by Brandy Robinson, and she is at CRZY for scrapbooking on Instagram. So go and check her out. Today is awesome because it is a double page sketch, and I love that because I've got quite a few photos to use. And so I thought these photos that I have of the little girl that I take care of, this is her first birthday. Her birthday happens to be the day before Halloween. Her mom had this yard sign. I don't know. It's a company that comes and does signage in your yards for special occasions. And so this one says First Halloween, and her name is Allie, so it worked really well. And I thought it was really cute because she's out there standing in front of the sign being silly as a little 1-year-old. But I thought I'd go ahead and use these Halloween type colors because in the yard art there are spiders and ghosts and a black cat and such. So there is definitely a nod to Halloween there. And again, it says Happy First Halloween. So I am using this orange paper. I have this black tape that's black and clear that I got from my friend Cindy. So shout out to Cindy. Thank you so much for this tape that I got at your retreat a couple years ago. And it is still going strong. I've got a lot of it left, and I love being reminded to use it because it is perfect that it is just black and whatever color you put it on. And so I'm just popping in a little bit of orange. There is some orange in the photos. There's pumpkins in that big signage. There's kind of an orange hue behind the one of her sitting on her front steps on her porch or her walkway to her house. And I just thought it would be nice to bring in that color as well as the green, because there's a lot of grass in those photos, which is green. And then there is a little bit of purple too in some of the background elements. So Halloween colors it is. I'm just using my T-square ruler to make sure I have those tape pieces nice and straight. I did cut 1/4 inch off the top and the bottom of the papers that I'm using because I want a nice black border all the way around them. I didn't cut anything left to right because obviously I trimmed my papers down, and I'm just going to overlap them to take up that difference of that 1/8 inch that's on the outer edge of the two sheets of paper. I really do like the way that this comes together with this polka dot paper because it brings in all three of these other all three colors that I'm using. The green piece of paper in the background has pumpkins inside those white, I don't know what they're called. They look like little doilies or whatever, but it is from Me and My Big Ideas. It's a really old paper pad. The purple, I'm not exactly sure where that's from. I probably have a branding strip for it, but I have no idea. I didn't even look. But I thought that the purple worked really well, and I like that it's not a solid, but it reads as a solid. So that's always my favorite kind of solid, and I'm using quotation marks there. And then I'm popping the photo of her sitting down. It's like the oddball photo because all of the other ones she is standing in front of the sign. Her arms are in slightly different positions and her facial expressions are slightly different, but I am popping that orange one to be a little bit different because the photo is different, so it's getting a little bit of special treatment because of that. In the top photo on the left-hand page, she's sitting between the E and the W. And then obviously in the bottom photo, she is standing just like she is on the other side, or on the right-hand photos, but you can see the signage much better because it's taken in the landscape format rather than in portrait. And I don't know. I really like it. It's really cute. I had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out what I was going to do for embellishments. I have a ton of Halloween embellishments from MK's shop, Some Assemblage Required. This is not an official video for Some Assemblage Required. The products that I'm using are quite old and are not in her shop right now, but I love them. So when you see them come out, I hope you like them just as much as I do. Actually, these hands might be available still. They're skeleton hands that make a heart. And then I pulled out these little ghosts, and they're clear, so they're hard to see. I'm just checking to see if there's a backing on them, and there is no backing on them. But I don't end up using those ghosts. Did I say ghosts before? I hope I said ghosts. It's pretty late and I'm kind of tired, so I don't end up using the ghosts. I use these skeletons, the dancing skeletons. They are like one of my #1 favorite Halloween items that has come out of MK's shop. They are super cute. They're made out of clear acrylic, and then they're etched to have that white. I know they're a little bit hard to see on screen, especially over the pattern paper, but you can see them there on the purple paper really well. And then the bats and the spiders are a set that came out of her shop also. And this cut file is from her as well. And in fact, I was Zooming with her at the time that I created this. I created it, was working on it on our Zoom playdate, and I could not figure out what I wanted to put on here. I knew it was missing something, some kind of element. And she suggested this piece, and it worked out just perfect. So I love it. I love that it is a spider web, but it looks like a doily. I'm not a huge doily fan. I do use them occasionally, but I feel like they're for, like, I don't know, really either really girly photos or they are for food photos. I don't know why. They remind me of placemats, maybe. I don't know. They're just not my favorite thing. But this one just is amazing because it's Halloweenish. And I love that. So I am going to trace the outline of this heart because I want to fill it in. I don't want it to be, I don't want that doily to show through. I'm going to call it a doily. I don't know what else I would call it. But I don't want it to show through. I want the heart to have a solid black in the inside. And I will probably end up just using my white pen to just jot a couple of little words down, maybe put the date in there and such. It is on her birthday, which, she knows when her birthday is, but maybe the year and maybe just a little bit of notation as to the yard art or something. I will also have a little bit of journaling space over on the right hand page, but I'm also keeping this very simple. I probably won't do much more writing. I'll leave that for her mom to do. I'm using glue dots to go ahead and stick all of these acrylic pieces down. I find that is the best way to attach them, although there are occasions where I will use my liquid glue when the acrylic is too narrow to put anything behind it. I wanted my spiders to be hanging from a spider web, so I'm using some black thread, and I'm using a glue dot to attach the black thread. Actually, I'm tying it on to the thumbs of the skeleton hands here, and then I will have the double thread coming down, and it's going to tuck underneath the spider and be held in place by the glue dot that holds the spider. I thought I was going to put it up here on the spider web, but I'm actually going to drop it down further so he's hanging off of the web, and I really like how that looks. And then I'm going to do the other spider on the opposite page, but he's going to stay on the web. And this one I'm just using a glue dot wrapped around the thread, and then it's going to tuck up underneath that orange photo, which is popped up onto foam, to give it some additional dimension. And then I'm going to pull that thread nice and straight down and use another glue dot to attach it. I did consider doing some stitching, but with all of the detail work of the doily and such, I didn't think the stitching would show up that great. So that is why I just decided to go with the plain thread hanging down, and I think it looks really cute. I am kind of building a little bit of a landing place for my other embellishments by using these black chalkboard labels. And then I have a stamp from the stamp market. It's called Labeled, which is no longer available, but it's one of my favorite stamp sets, so I continue to use it. And that's what created the purple piece that I just set to the side and the green piece that I've already tucked under the left hand page. I am going to stamp one more, and I'm using Garden Party from Catherine Pooler. That's the color of the ink, and I am stamping it on to just some white cardstock. Actually, this is photo mats that you buy pre-cut at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to just cut that out and tuck that under on the left-hand page as well. And that will give me a little bit of a spot to do a tiny bit of journaling if necessary, or her mom, I should say. And then it will also finish off the clusters and give my little skeletons a little bit of a landing place. It's also going to help me out with a place for my title on the right-hand page. So I absolutely love these skeletons, you guys. I can't even tell you how much I love them, and I've been waiting for the perfect layout to use them. Kind of hoarding them in my stash, and I actually need another set. I'm kind of sad she doesn't have them available anymore, but maybe down the road she'll decide to bring them back. Hint, hint, MK. We need more of these lovely little guys in our lives. So I pulled out some green thickers, still trying to use these up and trying to make sure I have the correct letters for them. And I was really happy that this set actually did have all of the letters that I needed for the word birthday. So my title is just going to be Birthday Girl, and I'm going to use birthday with this lowercase font that has a little bit of a swoosh to the top of the B, and I really like it because it kind of softens everything up and it's kind of playful. But because it has ascenders and descenders, I am using it as the first word because the block letters fit better underneath than if I tried to put the block letters up top. It would kind of interfere with the top of the T and the H, and it wouldn't nestle right in the way that I like it to nestle in. So I am using these nice block letters for the word girl, and that is my title, Birthday Girl. And then I'm going to add a couple labels right underneath, which is going to give me another little bit of space to add a little more journaling down here. And then I'm going to bring in another piece of this black chalkboard label. And that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this layout. It was really fun to put together, and I think it's really cute, and I think she's going to love it. Thanks so much for watching my channel. If you have questions or comments, leave those down below, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And I hope you have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed this video, I wouldn't mind a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. I'm hoping I'll be back tomorrow, but no guarantees. I am a little behind in getting videos done, so it may be a day or two, but hopefully I will see you back here very soon. So come back and check it out. Don't forget there's a playlist down below so you can see all the inspiration so far. Bye-bye.